Hello guys, welcome to my new video. This time I present here the new rotary machine, my last model, the TurboDrive Mark V, so the 5th generation of this model that I already built. In this model I try to put together pretty much everything I learn and I know about those modern hybrid rotary. That of course the first to create is the first is the Sidewinder by Dan Kubin. So I learn a lot also repairing some Kubin to understand well what is good and what can be maybe better. Okay, first, the main frame now is, you can see here, is a blue color, is a painting, but the main frame is a brass material with armature bar and motor cover in aluminium. The complete weight is 177 grams. Actually, the brass material on the frame help to reduce the vibration, because the armature bar hitting on the brass frame. You can see here I have two O-ring green, but have also a hitting screw. So this screw touch the frame. Okay, also create a sound pretty much similar like a coil machine, because it's like two metal that hitting together. This create also the punch, and the brass material here really absorb much as possible the vibration. Okay, I use a big motor, 12 volts, so this motor don't have any problem to push any needle for a long time, and even 49 manual without problem. Is a 12 volt, but let's say at 11 volt is really strong, like unbelievable strong. The main stroke, let's say the stroke is adjustable from this back, wait a second, you can see here this round the wheel, the knob wheel is made by iron, so it not gonna wear out, because when the spring touch it. And to adjust the stroke you don't need any tool. Just with your finger you release or screw back. This is a little bit tight, so with the vibration it don't move basically. And the machine, it comes set up with the maximum stroke, so the wheel all screw on, and it's about 4.2 millimeter stroke. That is already a very good stroke, like pretty much a medium to long stroke for a normal rotary machine. You can have clip cord connection and RCA in front in any machine, so you can use RCA cable, clip cord cable, or even now is the time that many people like to use a battery. So when you use the battery, the battery going in front, so keep the weight on top of the hand, so it's a really good let's say balance. Because yeah, in some other machine maybe you can plug on the back, but in the back maybe is too, it don't balance so well. What have to say more about this? Okay, the machine is set up when it comes that the heating bar hit first a little bit the 2 O-ring and then the heating screw. If you don't like to hear the sound of the screw that you just release a bit in you can see here you have an hexagon key and some other stuff, so you just take this, come with the machine, okay? So you just take the hexagon key. You see here when you have the heating screw on the side where the motor is, you have another small screw here. You just release a little bit and like a screw back, so anti-clockwise the heating screw, and that's it. You only gonna have the 2 O-ring hitting the frame, and still a lot of punch. I mean, you don't remove, let's say, the power. No. So you can do, no problem. Let's go on the setup here. Okay, regular needle. The most important, you have to use a very hard grommet, because any simple regular grommet that is normally soft is snap out, because the heating is strong and the stroke is very long. So if you don't find any hard grommet and your regular one it keep broke, you need to use paper. The paper is always good, it's cheap and never broke. How to bend the needle bar? The needle bar, okay, is depending, because those system, like I say, since it's strong, fast and long stroke, it maybe is more easy than split ink. So you have to bend in a certain way the bar. What we find out is, okay, first the needle have to be on top of the bar. Normally, for the, like say the liner needle, normally you always have the needle below the bar when you set up the liner needle. So with this type of machine, not mine machine, pretty much all the machine, the hybrid machine, reverse. So stay with the needle group on top of the bar, okay? You bend a little bit the needle down, okay? And the power you have the grommet, you bend also a little bit, okay? Let's see if you can see. So again, the frame pretty much you bend the needle. Now I use a stainless steel tube, but you can use this side guillotine lock, can lock very good any kind of tube, plastic and steel, and also this one for the big manual with the cut, with one part cut. So you just set up pretty much normally, okay. Then rubber band. Okay, here is my rubber band. You can use other one. You have to see if it's not strong enough, you put one more. If it's strong, if too strong, you stretch a bit. I mean, just find your way. And that's is how to set up. Okay. This part of the frame hold the rubber band. So when you set up the machine and it run, the rubber band never touch the frame or the tube. Never. Okay, you need to have some space. You can see here, because when the rubber band touch, it can cut easy. Okay, so that's very important. If a machine, the rubber band touch something, is wrong. They do some mistake, okay? Okay, the machine is pretty much set up. normally positive pole, so for the clip cord, the red color below, so down, like any normal coil machine. I don't know why some people put the positive up, because the normal machine never have up, because up you have the frame, so the ground, so it's down. Okay, that's it. Now I run with the critical supply 9.2 volts, so 9.5. okay, this is a 12-volt motor. That's it, you have some give and it's quite strong. Now it's running with the 18 loose liner at the maximum stroke. Okay, recommended voltage for this machine is between 9 and 10.5 volts. And let me show you guys something, because I calculate the real speed of the machine with the needle setup. How? Because I have this instrument. Let's see if you can see. Okay, you can see this instrument. This is a strobo light. Is a very old instrument from my father, but this can calculate the real speed of any things in movement. Okay, with this. So this machine with a 18 loose liner setup at 9.2 volt run like 5,400 RPM. That is 90 Hertz. And at 10.5 volts, also needle setup and everything, it ran at 6,000 RPM. That is 100 Hertz. And 11.6 volt, it ran at 6,600 RPM. That is 110 Hertz. Okay, so you have the real speed of the machine, not like because when you buy the motor, of course the company give you some specific, the torque, the speed and everything, but this is like unloaded. It's just the motor spinning by itself. I tell you exactly how fast this machine go with the needle setup. This is really important. Okay, so basically the most simple setup with the regular needle. Okay, that's easy. Let's say okay, let's go with the battery. So you can of course use with the normal RCA cable. That is very also convenient because this is in the front. That's it. Or the famous battery revolution right now. Here is the battery I suggest. One of the company suggests. I don't have nothing to do with this company, but I buy different, and I find out that is good quality. Okay, and is quite small. This is the smaller, the company is Ambition from China. Of course, this is all Chinese. So don't spend, okay, my advice, don't buy 300 euro of battery plug made in America or in Europe, because inside is all, I mean, the electronic is all Chinese. There's no sense to spend 300 euro for this that costs 30 euro to produce in China. So do what you want, but this is what I say. So this Ambition, and like I say, for one time in the history, well, at least of the tattoo, the Chinese invented something that everybody start to copy. So buy from who invented. For one time in the history is Chinese, the battery, so buy from them. This specific model is good also if you have an original Dan Kubin machine with the 6 volts motor, because this specific battery can start from 4 volts, 4 to 12 volts. Most of the battery, they start at 5 volts, so this goes on 4. So remember, if you have original Dan Kubin, can use very well. You can see now it's 9.2 volt, okay? And that's it. And it runs really good. 9.5, very strong. I mean, you can push 18 loose like nothing. What is good about the battery? I think I don't like battery idea. For me, a cable and never mind. But if I have to say something good about the battery, is that in this position, so in front, it balances a lot the weight on top of the end, so it's really stable when you line. So even it's heavy, of course, because the battery is like at least 50 grams, but it's really stabilized the hand during the outline. So if I have to say something good about the battery that I don't like, I have to say this point, the well front balance. That's really good. Okay, so let's go on the cartridge setup. Cartridge setup. Okay. Here is the adjustable grip. I suggest to use adjustable grip cover in the right way. Don't use plastic disposable cartridge grip. No, because at that point you still keep doing garbage. I mean, the good point of cartridge is one grip that run everything, and is good because you have some weight, so also help to stabilize when you're moving. Okay, so how you set up the machine for a cartridge? First, you use, normally when you buy a grip, you have a different type of needle bar. Okay, normally it's 3 sizes: short, medium, long. In this machine, you have to use the medium bar, that is 90 millimeter, 90 millimeter. Okay, and then you go. Also use some hard grommets, the same, because it's gonna snap, or paper. That's it. And then you go with the tube. And that's it. So, sorry, I forget one thing. Okay, before put the needle bar, you took one of the 2 O-ring, the black O-ring that come and together with the machine, and you set up here. You can see this connect the frame to the bars. So why this O-ring? Because not because the motor can push the card. The motor can push the cartridge, no problem without. But since you have the spring here that push the bar up, and the membrane tension that push also the bar up, when the machine spinning, it go over, like overload, too much go, so it's not really good. So just take the O-ring. It's perfect, made for connect and resist the cartridge resistance pretty much. Okay, you go on, and now rubber band, you straight a lot, good, because the rubber band have just to keep the bar in position. That's it. Okay, okay, right now also 9.2 volts. Normally when you run some cartridge, you should go half volts more than regular needle because the resistance of the cartridge. If you see now, you don't hear the sound of the screw hitting, okay, because now I'm 9.5 volts. So what you can do is adjust a bit the heating screw, okay. You start a quarter of turn clockwise. You can see now you have the heating screw. That's good. So now the power and everything is the same of regular needle. That's perfect. Okay. And now I go a little bit back. And that's it. So you can use cartridge, no problem, and the machine heating like the regular needle. Okay, now you see you don't hear the sound anymore because I put back the heating screw. But like I say, the machine heating on the 2 green O-ring and is strong, so try like this before touching the screw, okay, because you probably like on this way. Okay. Take out the ring. One thing, you can find this extra brass screw together, okay, with the machine. If you like to have the machine, the punch more strong, but you don't wanna increase the voltage because also it going too fast, you just add, you can see on top of the bar, okay, here you have the heating screw, and then you have another hole, threading hole, empty, okay. This is to add the brass knob, and you have an O-ring, so this is how to don't release the brass screw actually. So this is a weight, so you add in a weight to the armature bar, so you increase a little bit the punch without the need of increase the voltage. Up to you, you can try, maybe you like or not, depend what kind of style of tattoo you want to do. 49 magnum, really simple. Okay, well, now is the rubber band I enlarged before, I can see it. So what I suggest is always the same, okay, like this. So this help, you can see the rubber band never, oh sorry, wait a second, yeah, the rubber band never touch the needle, okay, only the keep on tension, let's say, the needle bar, because when you move fast, maybe here can jump. No, this way, perfect. For the big magnum, my advice is always the same. Let the needle come out very short from the tip, but really short, I mean 1.5 millimeter. I'm not sure if you can see. Like, it's really short, I can say it's 1.5 millimeter. Then regular rubber band here on top, normally. What I suggest is, with the big magnum, is to release the heating screw, okay? So the machine on the armature bar only have to hit on the 2 ring. Okay, Just one turn back, that's it. Screw back again a little bit. Don't need to force like crazy, because inside I have like a small plastic ball, so it keep the friction, no, of the screw. And then you go high with the voltage. Then you go at 11.5. And this is a fucking beast, man. That's it. This is really, like I say, you're not satisfied enough of the heating, add the famous brass screw on top. And that's it. This is unbelievable, man. Okay. And let me see, one more thing I can say. No, pretty much everything is well, I think that's it. Okay, the machine comes with the hexagon key, one flat spring extra. The flat spring is the same here, the one touch the spinning bearing, and the back is the same size. Okay, so hexagon key, 1.5 millimeter, flat spring, and 2 O-ring for the cartridge setup. I think I talk about everything, and that's it pretty much. Here we go. Here you have the TurboDrive Mark V, 5th generation of this hybrid rotary made by myself. Hope you guys like everything and explain. Hope you like the machine and anything I do. Any question, anything you want to know more, you just comment here on the video, or you can write me an email or on Instagram, like No Iron Machine, the profile. That's it. Okay, thank you guys, see you next time.